Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at these Nootry computer speakers. So these were provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to them in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So on the bottom here it says 10 watts, Bluetooth, 140 centimeter cable, volume, USB, on-off, RGB, has a Bluetooth or USB mode. On the back we have specs. Power input is USB 5 volts at 1 amp. Power output is 5 watts per channel and there's 2 channels. Speaker impedance is 4 ohms. Frequency response is 5 Hz to 16 kHz. Signal to noise ratio is 85 dB. The plug is Bluetooth USB. The audio cord is 1.4 meters. Power cord is 1.4 meters. Net weight is 745 grams and the product size is 90 by 120 by 190 millimeters. Okay, so let's get these open. Okay, here we have the speakers. Let's take a quick look at the user manual. So here are the buttons. We have the volume mode adjustment, RGB light effects, USB one-way interface. So to turn it on or off, we press the power button for 3 seconds. To switch to light mode, we press the button once. To toggle between Bluetooth and USB, we press it twice. So in USB audio mode, it gets the power and the audio signal from the USB cord when you plug it into a computer. So this should work with Mac, PC, Linux, probably Chromebook. Don't know that it would work with TVs or game consoles. I'm not real sure if those support USB audio, but if they do, it should work with it. It also works with the Bluetooth. So in Bluetooth mode, the name is G6. Then we have the specs on the back again. So let's look at the speaker up close. We have that volume knob here. It presses in to turn it on or off and to adjust it. On the bottom we have foam feet. We have the RGB lights here. On the back we have a port and we have the cord. So we have the power cord and then we have the cord between the 2 speakers. So the distance between speakers is around 3 feet. Looks like maybe just under 3 feet. And here we have the USB power cord. So you can plug these into a computer, but you don't have to. You can just plug them into a phone power supply. This is a larger one, but you could just use pretty much any phone USB charger. You could also use a wall outlet or RV car power bank with USB. So let's turn it on Bluetooth mode. So I'll tap this twice.
Bluetooth mode.
So now we're in Bluetooth mode. So I'll go into my iPad here. G6 showed up. I'll tap on it.
Device paired.
It paired up very quickly. I'll go into my music and I'll start playing some music. Okay, so we're playing that music. And I'll turn the volume knob. Okay, so when I turn that volume knob, you can see the volume is changing on my iPad. So the Bluetooth is transferring that volume information between the devices. So there isn't any way to control the next track, previous track on these. That's not a big issue for me, but I wanted to point that out in case anyone was curious. And you can see the RGB lights are going. So let me turn this up and okay, so that had some nice stereo separation there. Had a nice full sound at full volume. Now these are smaller speakers, so you're not going to have earth-shaking sound. You're not going to feel it in your chest. But for their size, they sounded really good. Now these also have the lights on here. You can see them changing. I can press this button here, and it will go between the different modes. So here we can see it's changing. And this looks a little different in person than it does on camera. Press it again. This looks like a blue mode. Looks like it's changing colors slowly, so it's kind of a fade mode. Now it's green. Press it again. Here we have red. And here's blue. And here's green. So you can have red, blue, or green just solid by themselves. We press it again, it turns it off. So it's nice that you can turn those off. So if you have these in your office during the day and you're working, you can turn those lights off. When it hits 5 p.m., you can turn the lights on, turn your music on, and you're ready to celebrate the evening. So that's the Bluetooth mode. That was super easy to set up. It was very nice. Now let's connect this to a computer. Okay, so here I have my MacBook. I'll plug these into it.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay, so it said it's in Bluetooth mode.
Device paired.
I'll double tap the button.
USB mode.
Now it's in USB mode. Let me open the system settings on my computer. I'll go into the sound settings and we can see my sound devices here and we see G6 USB. So I can tap on that, close it. So if I hit the volume buttons, it's not changing the volume. The volume is now controlled by the speakers itself. So that's very nice. It's sending the sound digitally from the computer to the speakers. So let me play something here. So the mute does work. So that makes for a very clean setup. Now a lot of speakers will pass the power through the USB, then they'll have a separate auxiliary input to plug into the headphone port. This simplifies that, and the other way of doing it is fine. This is just a cleaner setup. It also sends that sound digitally to the speakers. So those are the Nootry computer speakers. I really like the versatility of these with the Bluetooth and the USB. So you could have these hooked up to your computer, and then you can also pair them, say, with your phone. So if you're working, you can have it send the audio from your computer, and then later you might want to play some music from one of your streaming apps, and you just press this twice, you switch modes, and you can use it for two different things. Also has those nice lights on there that give it a little flare, which of course you can turn off. And I found them very easy to use just with the one interface. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.